Okay, I'm going to be making a steak pie. First thing we've got to do is we want to fry off some mushrooms, some onions. Now normally I put mushrooms in here, but I forgot them. So feel free to add mushrooms next time. Right, okay, so now we just got to fry these down and move on to the next step. Okay, so what we're going to be using in the sauce, we've got this ready-made garlic and mushroom cream sauce. This is from Sainsbury's, but I suppose anyone will do. It's really nice. Then coarse ground black salt, pepper, mixed herbs, garlic powder and onion powder. Alright, so we're going to be, there's quite a lot of meat going into this pie, so we want about a level teaspoon of pepper, same with the salt, onion powder. You don't want too much of this as we added onions already. You don't have to add this one if you've got real onions. And mixed herbs. Again, you just want a nice level teaspoon. And then finally, we have garlic powder. Don't be shy with this one. 2 teaspoons in there. Right, that's all your mix-ins. Alright, so we add this to 1 standard cup. Like that. Then we add some milk. I know it sounds weird, but I can never get these lids off. Right, you don't want too much, you just want a 1/4 cup on top of that. Right, now we just need to do some stirring. Right, so just bumping the camera, just stir that so there's no lumps. It's always good to do this early so it's got time to sit. Right. Now, this you can add into here. And just give that a nice stir. Right, this cup is now super concentrated, full of flavors. Right, okay, so now we just finished frying off the onions. Okay, so now we're going to use our tins. This pie is going to be quite big, so we're going to go with 3 of these. Okay, now we're going to add our meats. Now you will see there's some steak that I've cut up and fried off with the onions. It's just your standard rump steak. Don't have to do this, but I'm feeling very special today, so that's the plan. So we add this stewed steak in. I mean, this stuff doesn't look very appetizing now, but it is exceptionally delicious. Get it all in there. Last tin. Right. Okay, now you got to be very gentle mixing this in. Reason being, this meat is very soft when it comes out the tin. Very, very, very soft. This is at the point now. It adds in our blend. Right, now this is where you've got to fold everything together, gently, gently. Don't go at it like it's like you're trying to beat it to death or anything. Just gently fold it round. All the clumps have got to be opened up. That's looking good. It smells good already. Escaping onions. Right. Now, just pop this on the hob so it just starts to warm up a little bit. Do not want this to boil or get very hot. Right, we can move on to the next step now. Okay, so now we want to do the pastry and such. So start off with a tiny bit of oil. That's way too much. So some clean kitchen roll, and then just cover the pan. Two reasons for doing this: one, nothing sticks; two, the parchment paper actually sticks to it and it's easier to put in, which is quite nice. Alright. Do some trimming. Alright, scissors. And one thing I was never good at was cutting anything. Who would have thought we needed these skills? Okay. I'm going to bring you back when I'm finished cutting this. Right, we're going to be using ready-made puff pastry. Super easy to use. Saves you hours of work. Okay, now we just kind of measure the size of the tin. I've done this before, so I'm going to guess there. Probably wrong, but we'll see. Let's get that in. Yep, a little bit too big there. So let's fix that up. I need these bits and pieces here for this. Problem about these shapes, they're never perfect. Kind of squeeze that up so get a nice even side. Now with the left over, cut it in half. You can use this to put in there. How you do your pastries up to you, it doesn't really matter. That's just how I make the bigger pies. Right. Now also it's important to have your oven running at the moment as well. You want it set to 175 degrees centigrade. You'll have to convert that if you're in America, because I don't know what it is, but it must be 175. And this will cook for 1 hour at that temperature. Right. Yeah, one sheet of this normally does the job pretty decently. Right. Make sure you've got it all patched up. Obviously my pastry skills are not the best in the world, but that's okay, doesn't really matter. Right. Okay, this is where we want to bring our mix back. Give it a gentle stir again, make sure it's all mixed up. Right, and then holding it sideways without splattering it round too much, just flobber it in. Like that, trying to avoid this happening. Get in all four corners. Right, so we've got a nice even amount of mixture in there. Some gravy. Okay, now we have to do the top. Again, as before, we're using ready-made pastry. Plastic getting in there. Oh. That would be bad. Right, let's move that to the side. Remove this. Okay, and then you want it same size as that. So that's roughly there. Obviously you can measure it if you want to be super measury. And then you've got to dump that on top. And when you do this, you just want to tuck it down. So it goes into the other layer that's there. And I like to roll it round. Now you will observe that this is quite full. Probably a bit too full, to be honest. But hey, points for enthusiasm. Okay. All that round. All that round. Right, and your leftover, if you have any leftover, it's not necessary, but it's nice to make some patterns if you can. One there, and one there. That bit off. Oh, I'm really making a mess of this, aren't I? Never mind. Add that one there. Add that one there. And you can make, well, add whatever you want really, doesn't really matter. Right, and that's it for now. Okay, so next step is to add either egg wash or milk wash. I like to use milk. A, you don't waste an egg, and B, you can get away with using a hell of a lot less milk than I've got in here, but yeah, I think I got a bit carried away today, never mind. And it works just as well, it's great. Gets in there nice and deep black. I have to move my bowels once I've done all this. The bowels, they're all moving around. Alright, it looks like we've got it all. Now, put the bowels back. Stay. Bad bowel. Alright, then we make our holes. Right, now it goes into an oven preheated at 175 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. Right, I'll bring you back when the pie's reached 1 hour. Okay, and now you can see the pie is done. So all that's left is to let it cool down and enjoy. So that's how you make a pie really, really easily and cheating. But it's super delicious. Enjoy.